Yep.
Yo, what's poppin', y'all? I got another great episode of Dance Talk for y'all. Right now, I have for y'all the Queen of Glides, you know what I'm saying? One of Brooklyn's finest. She done travel and touch road and done show the girls and men why she the Queen of Glides, and she's still doing it out here. So make sure y'all give her flowers and her roses when y'all see her. She'll put respect on her name. Don't play. Don't play. She got an attitude too. She got an attitude too. What's up?
What's up, y'all?
Tell them all your name. Tell them what's up.
My name is Smiley, but that's why I go by dance-wise. Birth-wise, my name is Joanna, but don't call me Joanna if I don't introduce myself to you as Joanna. Keep it Smiley. You feel me? Okay. And I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
All right, so let's start at the genesis. So how was life for you and your household, mother, father, sister, brother? How was life for you growing up?
My life was actually like double standard wise. I kind of like, I didn't have a pops growing up. I had my moms and my grandmoms. On one end with my grandmoms, it was like I lived I wouldn't say wealthy life, but I was good with my grandmoms, basically.
Okay.
With my moms, I lived a poverty lifestyle. I was living in projects, barely making ends meet, type Johnny, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So question, so where was your dad? Where was he at in the midst of everything?
Shit. If I knew, I could tell you. I don't know. Like, I always heard stories like he was around and he'll pull up and watch us outside and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't physically meet my dad, my father, till I was like 17.
And yeah. How was that?
It was basically like, it was like I ain't had no respect for him. It was like, all right, I met you, I know you, all right, cool. I mean, and then it was like I had to go live with him. My grandmoms got old and sickly, so I had to go live with my pops. But it was basically like he wasn't around, so I didn't have much respect and love for him. I basically just did what I wanted to do. Like,
okay. And do you have any siblings?
Yeah, it was 8 of us. Jeez. And I say it was 8 because my older brother passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's 5 girls and there was 3 boys. But there's 5 of us girls and 2 boys now. So yeah, I got a big family, and that's just on my mother's side.
Okay. So overall, would you say growing up you had love in your household for you?
Yeah, I had the love and the tough love.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. All right. So outside of your home in Brooklyn, what's the environment like? What's the fashion? What's the soundtrack? What's going on for Smiley growing up in Brooklyn?
Well, at them times growing up in Brooklyn, I mean, fashion is always a thing, but it wasn't a big thing growing up. It wasn't, I had to be outside in the latest gear. And it was basically back then, as long as you looked well put together, you was good. You know what I mean? Okay. But at that time, growing up, it was the Martha's, Jabode, the Academics, the Rockaway, the Filas, the Reeboks, the Carcanal. You know what I mean? It was all like the Saucony's, Boss, you name it, Guess. Like Fendi and all that always been around, but it wasn't no big thing how they making it today. Like,
yeah. So what was the soundtrack like? What's the music? What's going on?
The music back then was more so rhythms. Like, you listen to hip hop, you grew up off of hip hop. That's everybody, hip hop and R&B. But when you got into the dance scene, the dance world, it was rhythms. Like,
what was some of your favorite rhythms that stuck out to you the most? That is like, oh, when this come on, it's on.
Oh damn, why you do that? It's a few. The Dark Cloud Rhythm,
Mm.
that was one of my fave. Um, at that time, the Sesame Rhythm. Dang, what was that other rhythm? Ooh, I can't remember the name offhand. Can't remember the name of him, but it was a few rhythms growing up back then that was just lit.
Okay. All right. So where did you find dancing and where did dancing find you?
Actually, I've always I found dancing in my home.
Okay.
Before anything, my moms used to hold a dance group when we was living in LG projects, and we used to dance for every LG day.
Mm.
So dancing kind of was always around me. Um, and it more so found me, I would say, when my mom's passed.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
When my mom's passed away and I had to be shipped back to New York, um, it was like an scapegoat for me. It was my happy place. It took me out of the real world. You know what I mean?
Okay. So every dancer goes through an emulation phase before they find their identity. So more so, what were or who were you emulating growing up?
I wouldn't say I was emulating because I more so always had like my own little character of myself. Like I've always looked up to like Usher, Genuine, Cisco, Michael Jackson, James Brown, and they honestly got me into wanting to dance.
Okay,
I
that's
had a boyfriend at the time in North Carolina who actually taught me how to glide on
mm,
some Usher, Cisco type shit. You feel me? But once I honestly moved back to New York and got back around dancers such as Ghost or whatever, it was like, yo, I could be Michael Jackson times 30 in real life.
mm.
Like, I could really do that. I could expand the moonwalk and the sideways glide, and I could spin and do all. So it just broadened my horizon. It made me think more outside the box now. You feel me?
Okay.
But I've always knew how to glide.
Mm. Okay, so you're back in Brooklyn, you're moving around. Um, at the time that I would meet you, you were more so like affiliated towards like BSV. So take us through your time with BSV.
Well, BSV, I would say, is like the first crew I ever knew. Like, I grew up, my brother, he doesn't dance anymore. Everybody think I just have one dancing brother, and it's not Hayes. I have a brother who really used to dance before us, who really got us into like dancing. Ghost of them used to come to, because they was all friends. They went to school together and stuff like that.
Mm.
So Ghost of them used to always come to my crib.
Oh,
Fat Boy and them used to go to their crib. I mean, like, those wasn't their names at the time, but we
yeah.
used to always be around it. So it was like, we was kind of like the first girls in BSV, me and my sisters. No shade. Me and my sisters was like the first girls in BSV. We were always in their crib. They was teaching us how to bruck up, how to hit levels. Like, it just, I don't know. It was like, and that was before my mom's died. So I don't know. It was like, we knew it, we learned it, but it didn't stick to us. Like,
Oh,
it wasn't something that at the time that we woke up and was like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. It was just, we learned it. We know how to do it. It is what it
so
is.
it was like a seed was planted, and then later on it will become something later on. Okay. So granted, you praise Ghost and shout outs to Ghost. Who did you cling to more? Because BSV has so many variety of dancers with so many variety of styles. Like, who stuck out to you the most besides if it's Ghost? Because I know Ghost is a
Yeah,
glide.
it was like, I danced around Poba. We danced around Hood. Bookworm, Blackie, Gordon. Like, I'm from the era of all the old original Bruck Up dancers, BSV dancers, like FP and Brandino and all of them. I'm from that era. So, but like I said, where I took more to Ghost to was because he had feet.
Okay.
And that was something that I like doing. Once I learned how to do it, and I knew it wasn't easy for next person to wake up and just be like, oh, I could glide. Like, I stuck by Ghost. I got my inspiration and stuff from Ghost.
Okay. So what was your breakout moment? Like, you come out, I'm ready to perform and showcase who Smiley is. What was that breakout moment where it's like everybody from no matter what side of Brooklyn they from?
Loud 4.
ugh,
Loud 4 was my breakout moment. I felt like I said, I've been around y'all since little girls, like before all these people came around. And I felt like he was giving all these other females an opportunity, and they was nowhere near as good as I was. That's how I felt in my mind. So Loud 4 was scheduled for Danny and Sleepy to battle, and I jumped in a battle.
mm.
And around that time, I was transpiring from BSV to D.F.S.
Yes. Okay. So is the Loud Force situation, was that the Loud pre-party? Because there's footage out there where you and Danny.
That was Loud 3. That was actually the pre-party, but I would say that was like my first battle. But as far as the ring size, I would say Loud 4 was my first battle.
Y'all clashed twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And shout outs to
And
Danny.
and I ended up battling Shells that same night too. Yeah. That night with Loud 4 was hectic.
What? So you
Yeah.
was just going down, running down on everything?
I wouldn't say running down. It was crazy because I put myself running down on them and Shells came running down on me. Like, that's how it kind of went. Like, no shade. Like, it was all love though at the end of the day. You feel me? Like, it was mad funny. When I look back on it now, that shit is funny.
Okay, so you joined D.F.S. and this would be a great escapeway because a lot of stuff now at this point, especially going forward, was more so D.F.S. related, especially the more you got into battling and traveling. So how did you and the members of D.F.S. become one?
Since Loud 1.
Mm.
Loud 1, I had moved to Crown Heights. I went to Loud. And it was more so like towards the end, going home, everybody realized we was all going the same way. And I'm like, oh, hey, I just moved around here. And that's when I got introduced to Jeezy, Kels, Lex, Dex, Jigsaw, Tadi, Bison. Yeah, I believe in Lady Flex, because Lady Flex was down with them too. That's how I came across them going home. And once I realized, oh, y'all right here in the neighborhood, it was like I quit going to the star and just started hanging out with them every day, labbing with them every day, chilling with them, doing videos. Like, they just got me on my bully. Like, deadass, they showed me mad love. Like, they showed me the love that I was looking for from BSV that I wasn't getting, basically. Like, they was willing to sit down and do the work with you and teach you, and instead of talk about you. Like, it was just real. It just felt family. Like,
Okay,
feel me?
respectful. So now in D.F.S., I could say from here, it's like you started to make y'all moves together. Because even at that time, D.F.S. started to make themselves more available to the public as well. So we're going to run down your battle list. Because from D.F.S., it was like I said, y'all were moving as a unit. So you start to travel at this point, because especially when D.F.S. was created, it seemed like it was at the right time. It wasn't just y'all was trying to stay.
Don't get it twisted. They was created before I came about. They
Right.
was making moves before I came about. Don't get it twisted. I just want to
Okay.
make that clear. They was definitely making moves before I came about.
All right. So I would definitely say by the time I noticed you with them, it was like the right time because it seemed to be more of an expansion because y'all were moving right now. And more times it was like it just felt like if D.F.S was a thing more times, it just felt like something y'all kind of kept to yourself versus everybody knew. Like you see how we have like collateral funeral squads. Like D.F.S wasn't really being screamed, shouted, like championed like that.
I mean, we was making noise, but the noise that we was making, nobody wanted to hear.
Mm.
You know how it's like when you speak truths, nobody want to hear that. Like the type of noise we was exposing niggas for real dance. Like niggas ain't real dancers. You feel me? Like you stand in a square and you bust a bunch of angles. Where's the dancing at? You feel me? We dance. That's what Dancers from Scratch was about. We was dancers. Like most of these niggas can't throw on an Evanescence track and go mod musicality wise.
Right.
You feel me? D.F.S, we brung that to light. All the Evanescence, all the Rihanna's, all that, we brung actual music to life. And it's not to say that everybody else wasn't using real music. I don't want nobody to twist what I'm saying, but what I'm meaning is we were really standing on to where everybody else was dancing to flex tunes all the time. We were dancing to real music.
Mm.
Like we barely used flex tunes unless it was like some copywriting problems, and that didn't start happening until probably like a few years ago or whatever. But for Dancers from Scratch, we were always like, we showed love to everybody, we welcomed everybody, but a lot of people didn't fuck with us because how realistic we was. We didn't live in that fantasy world. You can't sell me no dream and be living how we living and think I'ma just ride with you.
Right.
If you get what I'm saying. Like
I get it.
a lot of people that host their own events and stuff, they could sell you a dream. Like, yeah, you know, you come on this side, I got these dance albums for you, these cinematics, I got all this and that I line up for you. When in all actuality, we see how you treat other people or we see what goes on. We stood by what we believed in, basically. So
Which is
we
honorable.
may look secluded, but we really wasn't.
So now you start traveling with this battling stuff. Start making your rounds. So Get Wet is on the scene. And to my knowledge, I know I met Get Wet through D.F.S. So shout outs to definitely Lex for that. Because Lex brought if I'm correct, Fraudulent to Terry crib. And in Terry room, they picked the dancers who they wanted, and I was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So shout outs to Lex for that. We all went to Cali. You battled Turf, that would be second. But you battled Young Smooth, who's 223.
Yes,
How was
correct.
it to travel to another state and go to work?
I'm not even gonna hold you. At that time, I felt like I was in my prime,
Mm.
and it's crazy that you've asked that because like, we was just talking about that the other day with Pumpkin and them. It was the experience was so like you felt like Jay-Z and Beyonce walking through Madison Square Garden. Like all these people know who you are and you don't know none of them. They looking up to you. They got this expectation. They depend on you. Everything that they done seen on maybe YouTube or whatever, they looking for you to hold up those expectations. You feel me? So it was very welcoming. The love was just outstanding. The unity was real. Like it was nice. My first time in Cali, I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. Like it was good out there. Like it was a sad case we didn't get to finish the event due
Yeah,
to
that was right.
residential
First rock for
reasons.
stages, rock paper scissors.
Yeah,
Definitely didn't get the.
yeah. Just so people know, nobody backed down from none of their battles that night because I don't know what was told or whatever, but our event was cut short being that the time and the music was too loud in the residential neighborhood and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So nobody backed down. But yeah, like I said, that was a dope experience.
Word. So then we would go back and you battled Turfer Girl, rock, paper, scissors too.
Yeah. That battle, I say, to me, like, I know everybody feel like I won or whatever, but honestly, to me, when I look back at it, I feel like I was too cocky. Like, I was too headstrong and unprepared. Like, I really, when I battled Turfiger, I didn't prepare myself. Like, I just felt like, oh, I could do this. I just do what I do. I didn't give it my all, I would say.
Respectful. All right, so back in New York now, it gets a little crazy. Because now you got to deal with your own kind. You got to
We.
deal with your own kind. So you are D.F.S now, and new women found their way into BSV, being called the first lady and etc. So now, from what it seems, based on my research, correct me if I'm wrong, you battled Betty twice. So how was
You are
that?
correct. You are correct. Our first battle, I honestly feel like she beat me, but everybody judged in my favor. But I feel like both of us that night, we were exhausted. We just came back from Loud. I know for me, I was smacked. We was just having a good night, and somebody randomly just threw it out there. So we just did it. I would say out of love. There was no like animosity, despite the fact that our friendship wasn't that great. It was still like, you know what I mean? It was just one of those nights, we were just having fun, and they threw it out there. All right, we did it. You feel me? But the second time that we battled, it was more so like, all right, this is a little overdue. It's time to put the controversy from the first one to the end. You know what I mean? And whoever win.
Right.
And I honestly feel like we both, that second battle, it could have went either way. Either way would have went, I would have felt great because we both were prepared. It wasn't some just, oh, we just doing it. We came ready to win. You feel me? Like, and still in all, there was no hate or animosity afterwards. Like, it was still mad love. You feel me?
That's dope. So you dealt with Pumpkin. Wow.
You skipped the battle.
I,
If you probably not going in order.
I know there's
That,
somebody else. I know there's somebody
all
else.
right. Because I want to put the controversy to
All right,
rest with that battle.
right. So with that being said, let me go behind one and then we'll come to Pumpkin. Shout outs to Pumpkin too. You battle Lashante, if I'm saying her name right.
LaShanti.
Lashante. Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it real. I threw that battle. I didn't even care to battle her.
And
I felt like I had enough wins. I could take a L.
All right. Based on you saying that, as a dancer, not even based on the event, as a dancer, why would you feel the need to want to do that?
I knew I could beat her. I knew I could beat her. And I feel like, I don't know, that was one of the battles I put my friendship before the battle, I'm going to say, because me and that girl, we talked all the time. I talked to her and I was talking to G-Nerd all the time. And G-Nerd was telling me how she always lose battles. And I was just like, fuck it, she could take a win. You know what I mean? I didn't care.
It's cool. Okay. So, you take it to Battle Fest. Shout out to Standing Ovation. You take it to Battle Fest. And shout outs to Reem for Battle Fest. How was that exchange for you?
It's real. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've always had wanted to dance in Battle Fest. Like, I've always seen the battles and stuff. It was lit. It was just like, dang, I want a shot to dance in Battle Fest. Not knowing when I got there, that was one of the most scariest days of my life. I ain't even gonna hold you. You could ask G-Nerd, Rated R. They were sitting next to me. before the whole shit started, yo, my hands was so fucking wet. I was drinking, licking and shit. They're like, Smiley, you good? You good? I'm like, yeah. Like, I just wanted to get it over because I knew that Battle Fest was one of those places, like, it wasn't like loud. It wasn't like a dead session. Like, you had to come with your A game. Like, you had to have the performance, delivery, the punchies, the moves. Like, so now I know I'm challenging myself. So boom, I honestly felt we could have went 3 rounds. You feel me? But the crowd like what they like. You feel me? Like, I'm not mad about the judgment. Honestly feel I did more than her. I beat her. But it is what it is. That was a dope experience. Shout out to Standing Ovation. She was the first real challenge dancer I ever had. She was one of the first. She gave me a challenge.
That's what's up. So now, unless you want to talk about Mark, we could talk about Pumpkin.
Mark from Jersey
At
at Killer Section. Yeah, that was an easy win. It is what it is. You know the vibes. But Pumpkin battle, right? So that day I wasn't scheduled to battle. Me and Pumpkin was not scheduled to battle. I did not come too loud to dance or any of that. All my friends that was with me know I was too smacked, but at the same time, I was one of those people that if you called me out, it was like, what, nigga? I'm here for it. You feel me? You can't call me out. Like, not knowing I should have just been chilling because I was too drunk to be dancing anyway. But, yeah, we battled and all that. If you watch the footage, you could see I stumbled a few times. I wasn't my best, wasn't one of my greatest performance, something I was happy about. As you can see, I was looking crazy. My head, everything. I was looking crazy. I did not come to loud to battle anybody. I came chilling. But it was fucked up to find out that a nigga that was supposed to be my bro and teammate set me up because I danced at Battle Fest. Yeah. Nigga set me up. So basically, niggas knew they was battling before I did, from my understanding. That's the side of the story I got when I sat down and I put that on my child because people think I like to make up stuff. When we went back to Ghost's crib and he looked at the footage, that boy handed me a trophy and told me I won. It was so real, I didn't accept the trophy. I gave it to my niece, who I call my first daughter. Y'all could check that out and verify it. She was probably like 7 or so. I gave her the trophy. Dead ass. That's how it really was. Because it was like, nigga, you ain't give it to me there. I ain't gonna do it. So it started a whole big controversy with Pumpkin thought I was pretending to be drunk. And everybody know I don't need to pretend to be drunk. If I'm drunk, I'm drunk. But like I said, that wasn't one of my proudest moments. It was actually an eye-opener that made me like find a way to be able to tap in without having to be intoxicated. You feel me? Without having to be drunk, because I don't know about any other dancer, but I never want to have that as an excuse of why I couldn't go mod or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, that was a day that I didn't plan to come and dance, so I was already just having a good time. But yeah, it was a lesson learned.
I will definitely co-sign that lesson learned with you. I don't think no dancer should want to dance intoxicated because, boy, like
especially when you know you can't control it. Like you guys, some of us that's now I'm to the point where is either I know my limit or is like I could perfect what I'm doing while I'm inebriated. You feel what I'm saying? It came along with experience.
It feel like I get drained too fast, like super fast. I feel like the first move and being intoxicated under liquor is like, it's like first move, I'm already sweating harder than I'm supposed to.
Supposed to be sweating.
Like all this extra stuff going on. I'm like, yo, like, nah. I feel like, and especially if my mind ain't really aligned, I gotta work like triple, quadruple time just to hold it together. And I'm like, y'all, I don't wish, I
I
suggest
don't nobody.
really put themselves through that.
You be thinking you going mod and you doing nothing.
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 Nothing. All
But
right.
yeah.
So now in current day, shout outs to Raka. You expanded yourself into Rounds of Flames. And in Rounds of Flames, twice, you caught 2 bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And your last one was dope too. I was there for that.
Mm-hmm.
Right in Union Square. Right in Union Square.
Yeah, I battled the first round of Flames. I battled a Crumper versus Styles.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. I honestly feel like if he didn't drag out so much of his moves with that crumping shit, he could have beat me. But it was like once he kept doing too much of this, it was like you lost the crowd afterwards because it's like, okay, what's next? Then there was no power move behind it. So it was just like he kind of fucked himself up. But I liked it because of the versatility. I like the different types of styles that come together. Everybody's showing love. I really like that idea he had with the Adidas versus Pumas. That was dope. The second battle was a battle. No, I ain't have a battle in a long time. So that was kind of just like a bunch of built up dancing inside of me. like the most I've been doing is the flex dance program. So I ain't really been like dancing like that. So that was just a lot of old school dancing in me. Having fun.
Okay. So I'm glad that you actually brought up the Flex Dance program. It's a program that you're a part of with your original members, D.F.S.
Just about, yeah. I mean, it's a few add-ons, but just about.
So how is it for you being a part of the Flex Dance program, which for anybody who knows what the Flex Dance program is, it's like an outlet where y'all doing your best to get a lot of young kids, especially like off the street, into better situations through dancing. So how is that for you?
I believe I got in tune with the Flex Dance program. They was probably like a year or so in already. I am now a head teacher of the Flex Dance program. We basically we have a Flex in and a Flex out. Where the Flex in is basically we go to we were going before the pandemic. We were going to like correctional facilities that they collab with like ACS and stuff, delinquents, kids in detention halls such as Crossroads, Horizons. We've even did a few visits to Rikers Island where we try to, like you said, help these kids find another outlet to channel their anger, their daily problems through dancing. And also we provide mentorship where we all took a class where we had to go to ITM, where we became incredible messengers. So it's not like we're not trained or we don't have the knowledge to sit down and do therapy sessions with some of these kids. So we provide mentorship and, like you said, like outlets on the outside. Flex Out is the outside programs. When some of them come home, they join the program. Or we have like different communities like PJAC in East New York. We go different places and we offer free dance sessions. Since during the pandemic, we've been doing them online through Zoom. We've been doing Wednesdays and Fridays from 4 to 7. But I believe by next year, we're going to have a little changes. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, Flex Dance program.
Shout outs to the Flex Dance program. Fact, Liddy.
Yeah, it was because of them the reason I even been to Norway. No shade.
So how was that for you to travel to the outside the country?
Well, everybody know I don't like planes. I'm a scary cat, so me and planes don't get along. But the experience in Norway was very refreshing. It made you come back with a different mindset, different aspects on life. Like, um, yeah, just look at things different. Made you appreciate what you have. I mean, also, this other program I'm a part of called Talents of Our Generation. Um, I basically took me to Haiti, where I danced for a fundraiser in Haiti to raise money for Little Haiti. As you know, they was going through their problem last year with the natural events and stuff. So we went out there to dance and raise money, me alongside with Sticks. Shout out to Samantha. Shout out to Brett Moore, aka Havoc, aka Havoc and Two Tone for that plug, because of them is how I was introduced to that program. But yeah, like I just be trying to do positive things now with my dance. Like I don't really battle like that no more. I don't really have the interest in it. Going to Norway and Haiti, teaching these other kids like dancing, like Norway, and I'm not even trying to sound racist, but we were teaching a bunch of white kids who learned ballet and jazz dancing, and we're teaching them flexing, and they were so open. Like none of them was like, "Oh, I can't do this," or "No, I what?" Like they tried and tried. They had their own little moves, their own little styles. Some of them learned certain moves from TikToks already. So it was like that right there. It gave you a different kind of joy. It gave you a different type of happiness, a different type of feeling that you teaching that to people, and they wanting to learn. Like it just felt different. So it was like I got more into the teaching. So I became more and more into the flex dance program because I rather teach everybody else how to be happy like I did. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's definitely the best way to give back. Definitely one of the best ways to give back. So, outside of that, usually dancers do their best to, in the midst of make a career, because what you have, pretty much what it is like a career. It is a career. Other dancers who don't take this route usually take the music videos. They want to be on the silver screen. So, have you ever had the chance to do music videos, film any commercials?
No.
Have you ever
I
had the
wish I could say I did, but no.
Have you ever had the interest to?
No. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. There's times where I've seen like a Missy video or a Rihanna or Drake, and I'd be like, "Dang, that should have been one of us, or that should have been me busting that glide." And But I know too, at the same time, I don't put myself out there like that. You feel me? Like I don't drop content, and I'm not consistent with it. I know that. That's like shout outs to everybody that's getting gigs and doing those gigs. I mean, what's for you is for you, you know?
Right. So, with that being said, what is next for Smiley?
Well, it's a few things that's in store right now. First and foremost, League of Extraordinary Dances. Stay tuned for that next year, 2021. And I got some works. I got behind the scenes with a couple of ladies. Not gonna talk about it. A few of the female flexers. Y'all just gotta stay tuned for that. y'all just y'all just gotta stay tuned for that. I don't wanna, everybody ain't be happy for your success. You feel me? So I can't give that tea right now. But just know it's some stuff in the works.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Looking.
And I'm hoping and looking forward to maybe battling an ATL at the mod. if I could do that. That'd be like probably my last. I'm not even gonna say last battle because I can't do these local battles.
Yeah.
Like I ain't trying to be battling.
And shout outs to the mod. Fact.
Like yeah, I ain't trying to battle the same people all the time. Like there's a few female dancers like from New York. I've always grown up wanting to battle.
Who's
Like,
that?
Kit Kat always been somebody I wanted to battle because her and I would say her and Tadi were like the first female flexers that I seen.
I'm glad you brought her up because Tadi is someone who, behind closed doors, I know for me, I've brought her name up in the conversations because it's like, for the time that she was here, she did a lot of good work. In that short span of time, like she participated in the Battle Fest, and granted, she didn't get to do everything else. However,
No, I'm gonna tell y'all now. One is right. My first battle at Battle Fest, I came in as a modern day Toddy. I had the sweats on with the hoodie, the shade, everything. Y'all ain't think about it?
because to me, especially at those times, like Toddy and Kat to me was the most.
It was Cat Battle versus
No,
Skit.
it
With
was like
Cat
if I
Battle,
had to watch two females battle, like especially at those times when they were there, them two, like on some real technical, get into it, all that, them two. Because for what I've put like this, if nobody want to talk about it on camera, I will. As much as it was quote unquote one round, I seen Toddy finish Denise Battlefest 2. If Dream air the footage, just put it out. And I'm not saying Denise was looking trash. She wasn't. Denise came in with the ISOs and all that, whoop, whoop, whoop. But Toddy didn't come in there to play. Toddy didn't come in there to play. And Toddy dealt with what was that? Secret, the girl who was bone breaking at the time in
yeah,
a big
that
way.
was the first battle of hers I seen.
And wherever Secret is, they got to give her flowers because Secret was doing bone breaks that certain people wasn't doing at that time, and that's a whole fact. So shout out to Secret wherever she is. However, Toddy was out here moving and grooving on certain females, and a lot of females probably at that time didn't even want no work with her.
That's a fact, and that's why I was like, when Cat battled Squid, it was like, oh, she got feet. I want to battle her. That's how my mom was. I wanted to battle, but it was like, the more and more I seen her dance, I'm like, dang. So I tell all these females, like, everybody want me to teach them feats. Y'all got that. Y'all females, whoever watches, I hope y'all hear me. Y'all got it. Stop holding yourself back, worrying like, oh, I'm gonna look like Smiley, or I'm gonna look like one of these dumb niggas. Cause let me tell you something. When I want to bust one of them wine moves, I'm not caring if I look like Ivy, Shells, Denise. I don't care. I'm gonna move how I want to move when I want to move, when I'm ready to move. You feel me? And it's not to say that being that you bust a move with your foot, that is gonna be the same glide that I freaking did, my nigga. Like, it's not to say that it's my fucking glide. Like, nigga, listen. If you feel like you're inspired by me, what the fuck? Who gives a fuck? I be inspired by a lot of these dancers out here. Like, Sticks inspire me OD. When it comes to body grooving, I be inspired by Sticks. I be inspired by Shells. Like I was sitting there telling Pumpkin the other day, like, when it come down to females, you are one of the most animated females. Like, the rest of us, we dance, we got punchies, we may connect, we could wind aways, bust a head top and all this, that, and third. But when it come down to animation, ain't nobody fucking with Pumpkin with that.
Yeah, nobody's really
animated. No funny shit. Cat got connecting. She's a connect god. You got that. Yeah. You bust all types of angles, but when you really break down the animation part, that's all Pumpkin. She's mad animated with that shit. And I told her, like, cause she asked me, what do I feel she lack? Nigga, nah, nigga, you got everything. Just work your dancing. You feel me? But listen, nigga, this is a male dominant freaking fucking sport, son. But I promise you, 2021, son, y'all dudes better watch out, son. I'm telling y'all.
And it's crazy because, to be totally honest, I'm glad people like you have that energy because that's what I believe is going to change up the dynamic of, if it's battling, that's going to change everything, where women is going to start to train themselves, not to say, oh, I got to dance to be like a dude. No, you training yourself to say the same techniques that's out here in the world for men is out here for me. So I'm going to use it to sharpen my skill and to know I could take on men and women and take whoever out. Just simple as that.
Facts.
Simple as that. Like, I'm going to get brizzy with these scrolls, and whoever I call out is, all I can say is I believe that's what's going to make the dance scene more interesting, where people are not going to be afraid to say, yo, hey, I want to battle you.
Right. And that's why I want people to too. I need them to get this message. Stop always feeling attacked or something personal because a person say they want to battle you. It's nothing personal, or it's no, I hate you. No. Look at it as a person is admiring your greatness. You're a threat. Somebody see your potential and what you can become or what you can honestly do, and that's why they want to battle you. Like, I'm a type of person, when I want to battle somebody, I'm only going to battle somebody that's better than me. Like, I'm not going to say only, like, I'll give other people a chance, but really when I want to battle, because I feel like you got bars, you got smoke, and everybody else feel it too. So I need to challenge myself, and boom, we got to get this smoke. We got to get the smoke session. Simple as that. Like, I hate the fact that most of the females that I battled stopped being my friend or stopped liking me because we had a battle. Like, bro, that shit is so beneath me, my nigga. Like, this is dance. Like, I don't hate I took an L to Stand Innovation. You think I hate her? No. I don't bash her. I took an L to the show. Do you think I bash her? No. No, like, I'm not mad. I don't dislike nobody, son, especially not over dancing. It's never going to be that serious. I just need y'all to know that.
Said it. Not over dancing. Not over dancing.
Not over dancing.
I got two. Would you still battle Cat today?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be dope.
I feel it'd be a little bit different now, being that it's more so we cool with each other than how when we wasn't, like, I'm not gonna say because we ain't hate each other, but we just wasn't, we wasn't close. It was just she see me, hey Smiley, I see her, hey Cat, you know what I mean? Go our separate ways. But never really no real anger or whatever. But yeah, it'll probably be different vibes. It'll be something niggas probably would want to see too.
I think it'd be dope, because especially where y'all are now, it wouldn't be like yo, like some type of hate. It'll literally be like, yo,
like, yeah,
let's just put on a show. Like,
let's do it for the culture.
Yeah. Like, let's just put on a show. Like, let's just bring the best out of each other, and then let the world decide without feeling like the conversation got to be, yo, who was the winner? I think people should just look at it like, yo, let's just dance.
Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Deadass, that's a fact. Like I said, it's a few females out here. Like, I wanted to battle Luna. You know what I mean? I honestly wanted a rematch against Pumpkin. That's the first. I'm not going to say it first, but yeah, because I wanted to rematch with Standing Ovation. But I think I'm kind of past battling Standing Ovation again. But Pumpkin, yeah, I wanted the rematch. Shells, I would say, yeah, because we didn't get a real battle. That battle that we did was like bogus.
Yeah.
But more so, I'd really rather us do some shit together, all of us females, than to be battling each other, because it's not so many of us. You feel me? Like, it'd be hard. Like, I don't know. I feel like all of us got different styles that we finesse. Like, some of us is all around, and some of us just good at what we fucking do. Like, you feel me? Like,
fact. No, y'all all that's a whole fact. Y'all all get busy. But I definitely love to see the fact that it's like you said earlier, like, girls is on it, like, I want to battle dudes. Because for all the battles I've seen girls battle dudes, it'd be the most exciting, because To
We
me,
didn't even talk about when I battled Sanity in fucking China.
whew, certain girls be on top of their game, boy. I almost
Like,
Havoc
it'd
was.
be funny though. Like, it's not even that the girls don't be wanting to battle the boys. The boys, some of them be scared. Keep it a buck. Some of these niggas do not be wanting to battle us because they feel like women have a better advantage.
Mm.
Niggas look at it as that. First of all, think about it. I ain't gonna hold you. If we really put on the right clothing and come to the battle, we won already. Half these niggas don't watch our moves. They look at our ass. Who titties is bigger? Who butt bigger? Oh, I can see her print. Like, niggas don't be looking at our dance moves, and that's what makes. This is why I'll come to the battles the way I come, nigga. I dress like a whole nigga before anything, and still bust out a sexy ass move, nigga. But guess what? You won't see my ass the way you want to see it.
Right.
Like
I said,
that's just like.
leave room for an imagination.
Yeah, I feel like they try to turn it sexist. Like, us females, we gotta be as sexy as, like, we gotta dance feminine. We gotta, and if not, then no, like, nah, son.
But that's why, not for nothing, I gotta give you your flowers, Cat, and all the girls who have duality. Like, you got the male aggression, you got the woo, and then you got that sexy feminine woo. That's why I be sitting there like, it's not even just a woman thing. When a dancer, whether male or female, taps into how to be have feminine energy, have the male
And niggas don't
energy.
understand. That's why Professor will always be the greatest male dancer of all times, because that man don't care how nobody look at him. He will put him on a wig, some ballet shoes, some tight ass pants, and go fucking starve, nigga. To whereas niggas like, oh, I'm not doing that gay shit. I ain't putting that shit on. That boy is comfortable with his sexuality. He know he get bitches. He know he don't like niggas. He know he like pussy. So he don't care how y'all look at him. Because while y'all looking at him strange, he's dancing on stages with Jay-Z. He's shaking Jay-Z's hand. He's in Beyonce's videos. He's dancing with Erykah Badu fucking do, nigga. To some of y'all, that may not be nothing, but Erykah Badu's a fucking legend now, nigga.
Super,
What?
super.
Bag lady.
You feel
Cause you
me?
dumb. Do you know the fuck? You better call Tyrone. The fuck? Like, come on, son. That's why he gonna be one of the best who ever did it. When niggas get that mind state and get that shit out their head, all that sexuality and all that, and tap the fuck into who they want to be when they dancing, niggas. That's why I admire Sticks, son. Sticks ain't worried about how niggas be viewing him. My son go mod, son. And niggas ain't beat him yet. He been king of almost everything. Niggas ain't taking him out yet. Like, come on, son.
Shout out to Sticks. Sticks out here putting in the work.
You feel me?
So tell the world where they can find you.
Well, you know, you can find me at the Flex Dance Program on Instagram, FDP_Smiley. And you can catch me on Facebook, Joanna Sherelle Sutherland. But like I said, don't be calling me Joanna. Call me Smiley when you see me, respectfully. Yeah, that's about it. That's what you can find.
How did you get the moniker Smiley?
How did the name Smiley?
Yeah.
I went through a few trials with that. I don't know if anybody remember the first time I started out as Lady J, then Takeout. Smiley was given to me by OG Super Lex. He felt like every time it came down for me labbing and shit, I wouldn't take it serious. Like, I would just always be laughing, smiling. Like, the only time I tap in is like, they used to run drills. Like, Jeezy and them used to run drills. Like, they'll play the song over and over and over again until eventually you're going to get tired of hearing it and you're going to go mod, because that's the only way they turning the song off. So it's like sitting around, playing around, being a dummy all day until I got tired. Then, I don't know, he was like, that's what I'm going to just name you, Smiley. You always freaking smiling, even when it's not nothing funny. I was just like, and it stuck.
Well, it works. It definitely works. It definitely definitely works. So Thank you for coming on the platform and sharing your story, Smiley.
You already know.
You
Shout out to Swiss for having me. You know what I mean? Tell my side of my story. You feel me?
all the time. This has been another great episode of Dance Talk, y'all. Smiley has let y'all in her life. As she said, don't call her Joanna if she don't introduce herself that way. You know what I'm saying?
You
Make
feel
sure
me?
y'all tap in with her. Make sure y'all tap into the Flex Dance program. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all see what they got going on. It's a lot of good stuff. And make sure y'all continue to support great dancers who do great things. Word. Holla at me.
You already. Later.
Later.